Greetings, Satorians. Okay, I'm going to try to convince you to experience a little bit of pain. And the reason I'm doing this is, I've taken up my cold showers again lately. And as you can see, winter's come here, and I'm spending more time just being out with less clothes, despite all the clothes I'm wearing right now. But getting out barefoot in the snow, trying to experience some of the sensation of the cold. This can be powerful if we're playing the game of Satori consciously. And it's powerful because it starts to take us out of many of the limitations that we conceive of when we're stuck in this little body that we're stuck in. So the game convinces us, here we are, I'm just a little bag of flesh walking through this largely hostile world that is pushing me around. This is very similar to how our life can become a little magical in the mental emotional realm and in the way that things appear in our life. Here we're doing this in a sort of physical way by going and experiencing cold showers or laying out in the snow or doing whatever it is that's going to be, exercising, pushing ourselves a little bit further and harder in a smart way, always with exercise, please. I've had to learn that after many years of pushing my body too hard. But when we stretch those boundaries of what we're capable of, we just break down the walls a little bit. We start to take these boundaries that are so strong around us and wiggle them. My little me, that seems like such a bounded, strong, powerful outline. Here's Kenton, and I know where my outline is. When I start to really explore that outline, it gets fuzzier and fuzzier, and I start to expand outward. Maybe start to experience my DM nature a little bit. Here, we're aiding that exploration because when we experience the pain and we, for instance, lay down in the snow and we suddenly discover, wow, I can lay down in the snow and I can shift my perception of pain, which I'll show you how to do at the end of this video. I can shift my perception of pain. What does that mean about many of the things that seem so real in my life? So I'm using a physical thing to access my mental, emotional assumptions about the world. Now, if you want to try this yourself, this is a superpower, essentially, that you can develop as a Satorian. And this is non-resistance. If you have a cold shower you can use, or you can lay down in the snow, what you do is go into that cold experience and notice what happens. And if you're like most of us, what's going to happen is our little me is going to go, danger, 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 and it's going to resist. And when we resist, for instance, the cold, it hurts a lot because it's no longer just cold. It's cold plus our resistance to the cold. And that mental resistance creates a tension and a pain. If I'm laying there in the snow, and I'm feeling it, and it's horrible, and then suddenly I say, I'm relaxing into it. I let go into the sensation. Then, wow, I can still experience the cold, but it doesn't register as pain anymore. It doesn't register as pain because now it's just the cold. It's not the cold plus the resistance. It can happen in the cold shower as well. And when you do this, it changes our ideas about what is real. It expands out our potential. We start to realize these sensations that have kind of owned my life before or defined my life, they don't have to own or define me. And from there, that's just the first step. But when we take that first step, there are many more that follow that just expand out until that little me starts to crumble. So I'm going to encourage you to take a first step into some kind of discomfort experience here. Try it in the next day. And when you do it, see if you can release the resistance to it. And when you release the resistance to it, if you can shift the experience. Even more beneficial, after you've released the experience, try to resist it again. Try to make the resistance conscious, because when we take an unconscious mechanism in our minds and we turn it into a conscious one, it loses a lot of its ability to register unconsciously, to operate unconsciously. So give this a try and tell me what you experience down in the comments. I can't wait to hear. Journey on, fellow Satorians.